What's up, good people? What's up, good people? It's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr. I know that I'm late today, but y'all know we're back on with my family's foundation to do our deliveries this morning, our food deliveries this morning to the students and the community members that we deliver to the McKenzie Pantry Foundation. So if you want to make a donation, please shoot me a DM. I'll put the contact information in the comment section there. So if you'd like to donate, because we're always looking for donations, non-perishable goods that we can we'll be able to put into our food pantry to be able to give out to the underserved communities that we are a part of. So thank you for that. But y'all know what it is. It's Finish Strong Friday. What do we do on Fridays? We finish strong on Fridays. And I wrote this down this morning. How do you finish strong? You win. And what do I mean by win? What I mean by win is you work, you improve, and you never stop believing. Never stop believing in who you are, what you're doing, and what you have, what you want to accomplish. So we've been talking all this week about the 10 principles for strong leadership. Strong leadership can only win if it has principles that it can as its foundation and what it can do. So on this Finish Strong Friday, I'm gonna give you these two principles. I'm not gonna be long because I gotta go do my walk. So and I didn't want to walk and do and do this, so I'm gonna do this before I go to walk. And then I'm gonna go handle my business. See, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, Coach Marcy. I'm going to get my walk in today on this Finish Strong Friday. So, but today, the last two that I'm going to talk about is being to one of the two of the last two principles that I'm going to talk about for strong leadership is being organized and being a communicator. Are you organized, and then are you an effective communicator? I read this book last year by John Maxwell, and anyone who's read any of John Maxwell's books knows that he is probably one of the most effective just geniuses when it comes to leadership, when it talks about leadership and being an effective leader and someone that you want to be able to take tools, equipment, tools from what he teaches you and all of those things. But he wrote this book called, and if you have a chance to read it, I suggest you put it on your list today. Put it on your list of books to read this year. But the title of the book is Everyone Communicates, but not everyone connects. And he talks about connecting with your audience, connecting with your team, connecting with those that you're leading. Let me say that again. It's everyone communicates, but not everyone connects. It's about connecting with everyone. So we're going to talk about communicators, and if you're an effective communicator, is someone who connects. But I want to start with organized, and I'm going to give y'all three things for each, and then I'm done. I'm done for the day. So being organized. What does it take to be organized? How do you know if you're organized? Well, here's the three things with being organized. Organized means structure, organized means discipline, and then the third one means systems. Y'all know I'm big on systems. What systems do you have in place? What systems are you implementing to be able to make you, your business, and your brand successful? But you gotta create the structure. Create the structure. One of the great things that the McDonald's brothers who created McDonald's. Now everybody will say Ray Kroc. I do believe that Ray Kroc is responsible for taking McDonald's national, because the McDonald's brothers were content with their one little store, one little restaurant. I'm sorry, one little restaurant that that service the San Bernardino area. If you've ever watched the movie The Founder, watch it. I suggest that you watch it. It's a phenomenal movie called The Founder, but it's about Ray Kroc and how he manipulated, and I'm gonna say stole, the McDonald's brand and what it is today. And built his empire off of that. Now, the McDonald's brothers, I believe, could have been a major part of that, great part of that. But one, they didn't believe fully in what Ray Kroc was doing. They wanted to take the more safer route because they had been burned before. But they created the structure for what is now the fast food restaurant, giving you, it was the first bundle as far as I'm concerned. It may be something else, but and I was as I was looking at the story and as I was watching the Food That Built America, which is on the History Channel, and the story of Ray Kroc and McDonald's, I'm like, man, the McDonald's brothers created the first bundle. They had the first fast food system, giving you a burger, fries, and a drink in under a minute. It was the first bundle. Burger, fries, and a drink. We're going to give it to you. You're going to be able to eat, boom, and eat on the go and move. But that was the structure. That was the structure. The fast food system that you see right now, that if you go in a Burger King, Subway, any fast food restaurant that you go into, that system came from the McDonald's brothers. They created that system. They had organized structure. So that's the first thing. Being organized does. You have to create a structure and the system. I'm talking about both of those. That was a system as well. It was structure, but it was the system that they created, where the fries were done at a certain temperature, for a certain amount of time. The burgers had to be cooked, to a certain temperature. And even to this very day, when you go to McDonald's and you get a hamburger or cheeseburger, what do you get on that hamburger or cheeseburger? You get pickles, a splash of mustard, splash of ketchup, don't you? And a sprinkle of onions. That's been there since day one. They've been organized that way since day one. That is why McDonald's is what it is. Those gentlemen were organized in what they were doing and being able to present a product, present a service to us as consumers that gave us food on the go, and it's done in such a way that they can give it to you in a certain amount of time and in a certain way, and as you would like. So those are the first two things: having structure and having a system. You've got to have a system. Look at any successful person. Look at any successful business. I promise you, they have these three things. They have the structure, they have the system, but then that third piece, discipline. That discipline part of it is what it is. What did I tell y'all today? Today I had, I had to do something this morning, so I wasn't able to be on time, as far as being my regular time at 9 o'clock. But I was disciplined enough to be able to say, hey, you know what? As soon as I have the opportunity to be able to get and do my presentation, do my morning video, I'm here. That's discipline, y'all. Or being a leader means being organized. And being organized means you have structure, you have discipline, and you have a system in place. So on this Finish Strong Friday, how are you organized? Do you have your structure? Do you have discipline? And then do you have the system in place? If not, those are the three things that you want to work on this weekend, so that when you start back on Monday, you have that structure in place. You're beginning to get the discipline, and you have the system in place. That'll get you to where it is that you're trying to be and that you want to be. Being organized. We've got it. I can't stress enough how organization allows you to be able to be more successful. Those that are organized, and people, and I've heard this too, and people it goes different ways. Where aspiring entrepreneurs say, well, I don't need to have a business plan in place. Well, I believe in being organized. I believe in having structure. I believe in having discipline. I believe in having a system. That's what a business plan gives you. A business plan gives you structure, discipline, and a system that you can go to. Now, of course, the business plan is a living document. It's not one and done. You should be going back over that system that structure, that organization at least once a year. That way you have a clear understanding of, are you meeting your goals? Are you doing what it is that you want to do? So that's that one. That's being organized. That's what it means to be organized. And then the second one is being a communicator. Like I told you, John Maxwell, being a communicator. And being a communicator means that you connect. And I should have put that one down. But here's the thing for a communicator. Here's how you can tell if you're an effective communicator. Can you connect? And I'm going to add that one on there. Are you connecting with those that you're talking to? Are you speaking the same language as they are, so that they can understand what it is that you are trying to get accomplished? Second one is actually, are you a listener? Do you listen well? Communicators listen well. I was listening to, his name is Evan Carmichael. I don't know if y'all have listened to him or not, but he is a great YouTuber. But he was talking today, the video that I was watching, he was talking about how he was a great listener, and how the people that he serves, they were like, well, wow, you really, are tuned in to what we were saying. Well, he said, because I listen. So as a communicator, you have to first be able to listen. And then what is in the listening, what are you learning? What are you learning? What are you comprehending behind what the person is saying to you? Are you hearing what they're saying to you? Most people, they listen to respond versus listen to learn. And I've always said this, you listen to learn and you learn to listen. Good communicators listen to learn, and then they learn to listen. Be an effective communicator today. Listen. People say that's the reason why God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth, because we should be listening more than we speak. If you an effective communicator is someone who can effectively listen, and then effectively learn, effectively connect, and then effectively master the language that you're communicating in. If you want to be a successful entrepreneur, if you want to be a successful leader, you have to master communication. Are you mastering communicating? Are you speaking in the language of your clients? Are you speaking in the language of your customers? And the way that you can tell that is if people are coming to you, your product and service, they get it, they understand it, they understand the answer that you solve, that the problem that they have, they know that your product or your service is the solution, the answer to their problem. And they know that because you've effectively communicated to them how it solves them problem. I have this theory that I use, and it's a system. It's what I call the guest system. And part of that GUEST is to explain the benefits. Can you effectively communicate to your target market, to your target audience, to those that look at your product and service? Can you effectively communicate to them how your product, your service benefits them, and how it solves their problem? That's what we're in business for. Those that buy your product and service feel like your product or service solves their problem. You want this? This is how we solve that problem. And I always think about this. I always think about two examples. And there are two commercials that I remember watching. One was with Tyrese. And this was the very first time I think that very first commercial that he was kind of on the scene. And I don't know if y'all remember this, but he does a Coke commercial. And he's got his headphones on. He's getting on the bus. And he's just in his own world. And the commercial was about Coke and, it's him singing. But that commercial showed me, I thought of what I thought about when I saw it. It effectively communicated to me about having a great day no matter what you might have been going through. It was a great commercial. I will always remember Tyrese for that commercial. And he had this big smile on his face, and everybody knows that, he was known for, for his smile and everything like that. And so watching that commercial made me see me, because I've had those days where you just like, you are it's a beautiful day outside. You're just enjoying the day. And that's what was communicated through that commercial. Are you effectively, because that commercial, I'm quite sure Coke listened to their consumers. They learned from their consumers, and then they mastered how they were going to be able to communicate to their consumers. McDonald's did the same thing with Cardi B. If y'all have seen the commercial lately, they have the Cardi B meal with I forgot the guy's name that's with her, and I think it's her husband. I'm sorry, but that commercial, I promise you, McDonald's did their research and they listened, they learned, and then they mastered how to be able to communicate to their consumers. Using Cardi B was a part of that mastering to communicate with their consumers. So today, master communication. Master the communication. Finish strong by making that phone call. Finish strong by shooting that email that needs to be sent off and effectively writing what needs to be written. So that your client or that potential client knows exactly what they're getting from you. There's no doubting the expectations. You're not only meeting the need, you're exceeding the expectation for them. And the way that you do that is by effectively communicating with them that you understand their need, and here's how we're going to fill that need that you have. That's what communicators do. That's what I want you to do today. That's what we do on Finish Strong Friday. That's how we finish Strong Friday. That's how we take these last two principles of how to, for strong leadership. 10 principles for strong leadership. Being organized and being an effective communicator. Because a lot of people can communicate, but a lot of people ain't saying nothing either. So you want to be an effective communicator. So you get organized by having structure, by having discipline, and by having the system in place. Is that on your checklist? Do you have structure? Do you have discipline? Do you have a system in place? And then, are you communicating to your target audience? In both of these, are you speaking the language that you need to be speaking? Communication. You want to listen, you're going to learn, and then you want to master being able to effectively speak their language. You got to master the language. You got to master the language. As Dr. King said, we got to get the language right. Effective communicators get the language right. They know how to speak the language of their target audience. They know how to speak the language of their clients. They know how to speak the language of their customers. And you speak it in such a way that they go from being customers to being clients, meaning that they come back again and again and again and again, and they'll tell others about you. They'll tell others about your product and your services. It's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr., the Impact Builder. That's what I got for y'all today. I got to go out here. I'm ready to go out here and get my vitamin D in, get soaking some of that this fresh air, this great air. I want you to do the same. Enjoy your weekend. Have a great weekend. And as I always say, do something fun, y'all. Do something fun to enjoy your weekend, and we'll talk to y'all on Monday. Have a great day. We'll talk to y'all soon.